Hi there. Welcome to class. I'm Miss Faust. Welcome, welcome. Please make sure you have your notes from last class period regarding, yes, the writing falls, namely the sentence fragments. Please have those notes out so you can add the ones that are behind me on the board to those wonderful notes. Are you ready? You are? Great. Do you have your pen and pencil handy? You do? Fantastic. Follow me over to the board. So here we go. We talked about the sentence fragment, correct? And we discovered that the sentence fragment is all about a piece of a sentence. We discovered that subject may be missing, verb may be missing, part of the verb phrases may be missing, subject and verb may be missing. And then, of course, we learned that, yes, you may have to add the subject, you may have to add subject and verb, so on and so on and so on. Well, are you ready to learn about the comma splices? You are? Fantastic. So let's look at that word, or I should say that term. Comma splices. So obviously comma being the comma. When we talk about splices, we're talking about a split in half. So when we splice something, we're splitting something in half. For instance, splice a piece of wood. We're going, chop, you got one piece here and one piece here. Now it's in half. Does that make sense? So it is similar in grammar. Comma splices are all about a split. Yes, you got two sentences and whoa, okay. We'll get to that. So are you with me at this point? You are? Fantastic. So here is a simple definition of the comma splice. Two sentences. Oh, hold on. Oh, yes. Okay. Thought there was something else I wanted to share. Two sentences as one sentence. That's very important. You're talking about two thoughts that you feel are one. Well, that's great. Hold on. Punctuated incorrectly with just a comma. So you figure to yourself, okay, I've got two thoughts, but I want to make them one sentence, so as one thought, and I'm going to just throw a comma in there. Whoa. We just got ourselves a comma splice. It doesn't work. You can't take two complete thoughts and say it's one by just putting in a comma. That's incorrect. Okay. So keep this in mind. Definition is two sentences as one sentence punctuated incorrectly with just a comma. That is how you can recognize the comma splice. The sentence fragment is recognized one way, where you might just have a ball period, right when you know, well, that's a fragment. Okay, with the comma splice, you can recognize it because of the comma. Here is an example. Virginia bought a gold necklace. It suited her well. Here's our comma. Notice that? So right away, I know it's a comma splice. We also have two thoughts, two ICs. Remember your independent clauses? Okay, so we have two sentences that we think are, it's just one. Okay, well, yeah, that's great. By putting in a comma, it's not going to work. So you've got Virginia bought a gold necklace. Here's one IC. It suited her well. Here's another IC. And I want to make that into just one. So I'm just going to throw in that comma. I just created a comma splice. Again, please note, your writing faults can be easily avoided. This can be avoided. You cannot write two thoughts as one sentence, as one thought, by just throwing in a comma. It does not work. The comma can't work on its own. That's a little clue here. So do we understand this? Yes? Any questions? If you do come up with a question, let me know. Contact me. I'm here to help you. There are 3 correction methods to fixing the comma splice. The sentence fragment has its own way. The comma splice has another way. Okay? I want to focus on, real briefly here, when you do your corrections, and you can look right here, different punctuation marks. Please note that when you write an essay or just a paragraph, Vary your punctuation marks. Don't just rely on periods because you feel comfortable. Remember, there are other punctuation marks. Vary the punctuation you use. Try to put some commas in, correctly of course. Use the semicolon and comma. Use colons and commas. Okay? Also, vary your sentence length. Try not to have these really short ones where you only have 5-6 words. Period. And then another one, 4 words, period. Don't do that. That sets up like a beat and people just want to go, okay? Don't do that. So keep that in mind. It will help you with your essay. It will make your essay even more exciting. You will vary it. People will look at it and go, ooh, here's this really long sentence. Oh my gosh, it keeps going on, and the person's using the punctuation correctly. Yes. Okay. What are the fixes? What are the correction methods? Okay. Let's do this. Our first one is the easy one. Yes, we all love the period. But there are other ways to fix a comma splice. That's the key. Virginia bought a gold necklace. Period. Capitalize it. It suited her well. Simple, isn't it? Second one is you already have a comma. Like I said before, it can't fix this mistake by itself. The comma can't do it. So it needs a CC. Remember your coordinate conjunctions? The key word, your memory word is boys fan. Okay, so you're talking about but, or, yet, so, for, and, with the D at the end, nor. So you have a comma and then a CC. Notice, comma and then the CC, not CC and then comma. Virginia bought a gold necklace, comma, and it suited her well. Not gold necklace and comma. The comma comes before your CC. And please make sure that you always choose the correct one. Each of these CCs has a different meaning. You know, with but usually means there's an exception. Here comes the big but. Okay. I just knew that was coming. Any questions? Finally, comes your semicolon, the very strong punctuation mark. Maybe not as strong as the period because the period says done. But a semicolon in a sense does too. It just means that something else is coming after. And then finally we'll have the period. Just remember, 2 ICs that are linked with a semicolon. Virginia bought a gold necklace, semicolon. It suited her well. There you go. Vary it. So when you correct your comma splices, those mistakes, great. Use period, that's great. How about one with a semicolon? Why not a comma with a CC? Why not get used to these words? This, that word boys fan. A little variety. Yet, for, as long as they work. Do you have any questions regarding the comma splice? Remember, the comma splice is identified by that comma quite often. There's always going to be one exception, right? Okay. So keep that in mind. 2 sentences as one. The comma cannot correct that. Not by itself. It needs that CC. If there are no questions, nothing? Okay, so you've got 2, we've got 1 more to go. 1 more writing fault. Again, one that you can so easily avoid. You ready for your assignment? You are? Fantastic. Let's do this. Part 1. I need you to copy and then correct the following comma splices. So that means copy these 3 items and then correct them. Like Miss Faust does over here. Here's the comma splice, and here I did 3 correction methods. Right, you get to choose your correction method. Here are the example. Here they are. Not examples, but here's your 3 sentences. Okay. Shay ate 2 peanut butter cookies. They were delicious. Number 2, he studied for the economics exam. He did really well on it. And finally, Delilah wanted to go to Costco. Her sister wanted to go to the park. So they're all comma splices. There's no catch here. Copy them down, and just like I have here, I have got my comma splice, and then I correct it. Okay, I've got the sentence, in other words, corrected. Okay, so I guess I'll see, 6? Yeah. I'll see this, then I'll see the corrected one underneath, and so on and so on and so on. Any questions with that? Look at my example. Part 2, I want you to answer this question. What color is your least favorite? Please note, least favorite. If there are no questions, this assignment is due, like always, on the day I assign it, so it's due today. So when you're ready, send it on off to me, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Till next time, bye-bye.